Hello people and welcome to watch yet another Carcassonne Champions League stage match or matches. This time we are going to be rolling in with a double match, first between David Faraci of the United Kingdom versus Fabian Mouton of Belgium, and then followed by Martin Celinak of Czechia versus Martijn van Dortmont of the Netherlands. And we of course will try to cover both matches in total. But if the first one is going to be a long one, then no can really do much about it. Welcome, Natpura. Now we'll be likely going straight into the action as we are running a couple of minutes late, or we shall be waiting until this player starts. So Faraci at the moment rated 633 with 2000 games of experience, and I want to say he has also threshold the 700, and he definitely has. And Fabian certainly has threshold more than 700, has threshold 800, and then some, with 3.7 thousand on the dot games of experience, and with the peaks going to 820 maybe. Could be even higher than that. And well, both players on their own, on their own rights, are national champions of 2025 and reps their countries in the individual world championships the same year, of course. Let's see if we have Fabian online. I think he was, but I didn't check fully. Well, he is now. We'll go over the tournament situation for these players very quickly. Well, actually, we could go through that right now. With Fabian at the moment with 0 wins, 3 losses. Actually, let me make sure that the stuff is seen to you. It is? Good. So, Fabian at the moment 3 losses, 0 wins, 1 in 6 games won. Looks to be on quite a tackle that he has taken. And then Terrycloth with 2 wins, 1 loss, with a decent tiebreaker so far with +1, has very much chances to still qualify to the playoffs. Unfortunately, I have no idea how to read Cyrillic, so welcome whoever you are. So Terry is going to be taking the first city of the game, directing it to the right, which I don't like. I mean, I'm going to say that much. He's going to be fortunate enough to get it out, though. Doesn't have issues with the restrictions. Whereas, just one tile later, and he would have gotten heavily restricted to the 2 remaining daggers. Fabian also cashes in on an 8-pointer, and so far seems to have, I guess, mildly better position, given that he has the features available to him. Has a road monastery spot, but the city that the city that is kind of likely to be turned into a ruin is going to be troublesome for Fabian to deal with. And with the road monastery going over here, potentially creating a field to fight for with 3, 6, 9, maybe even 12 points. It doesn't really look like it's going to be all too favorable for Fabian, but it's all going to depend on how fast exactly can he get the meeples out, and whether he'll be able to find a monastery here in the first place, or whether it gets blocked. A lot of things could still happen on that very square. Straight road for Terrycloth. I guess not much else to do other than maybe go here. This is weird. I don't really see a whole lot of like huge wins in this 2-point road. Okay, if I push it further, maybe I can curve here, Dorito here, restrict both road and the city, maybe go here yourself with an 8-point monastery if you want to, and go into a winning mini battle, also on meeples, as well as maybe even on points. This, no, this one I cannot possibly really understand. Like, you don't give away city caps to your opponent. Like, yeah, they do restrict like this square immediately, at least temporarily, but like it's just not worth it. Like, you can restrict it like later on with less valuable tiles. Just like do normal moves, go here, start a city, and instead of doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, doesn't look right, doesn't feel right. Nothing is right in in this tile and in the continuation really after. It doesn't really bring anything for Terrycloth. Like he got a city done for 4 points, but he could have done it without giving points to your opponent. Well, he gets another city done as well. Also goes with the first farmer of the game and gets the first road monastery of the game as well. But where to place it to now? Obviously, we do not go here. We never go here. Even though it would be like a nice monastery spot, and it would give 6 points more to the fields. But we don't want to release the meeple from the road of Fabian. Yeah, this is fine. Going for the control of the city, going for a rather safe monastery in general, getting away with the third city to the field, getting a meeple back. Maybe you could have actually even meepled the field here, but it's not really truly needed at this point. Fabian also finishes his own city, drops a farmer, which is easily defended off, kind of like we go here, we restrict this to a dagger, which there is only one remaining, and then we also are going to be in some cases ensuring that Fabian has to use a value tile here to make any use out of this farmer if we manage to block the left side, but that is definitely not what Terrycloth is going for. Not with these monasteries. Doesn't really want to try and restrict the farmer all that much, if actually not any, to be quite frank. 4 points for Fabian for the road, and this is actually a very nice sequence, or a very nice tile, to say the least, for Fabian, because now he can go here with a straight road, connect to the field, and still leave this monastery suffering to a dagger. Loop taken back for Terrycloth, leaves the city cap out there up for grabs, which, I mean, realistically wasn't really a high chance to succeed in the block when he was trying to do with like going here with a triple city or with a Dorito, because with any city tile that is remaining in the deck, this road gets saved either into a straight road or into a road monastery. But fortunately for Terrycloth, even though he doesn't get really saving tiles over here, neither does Fabian get the blocking tiles, and there is the full salvage, and not just the salvage, but even the better case scenario of actually getting the connection to the 9-point city/ruin. Welcome, Pichan. And now what you do if you're Fabian, you're +7 on the scoreboard, you are practically equal on the field, I guess. The road is again practically equalized. The city is equalized. We have a 9-point threat over here. And it is, I would say, like at this point, it is unprecedented if neither player drops a farmer here at the lower side before the road monastery is taken. This is not a good move, man. Yeah, just no, man. Like it's already blocked. It's already blocked. Brother, there is a dagger, a dagger, a dagger. There is nothing to go here. Why would you ever meeple that city? You are having a field fight and you are just extinguishing your long-term meeple maturity by just willingly killing your meeple. Whereas you could have just killed a meeple of your opponent. What is this like scorched earth tactic of destroying everything that there is for both players? Like you can destroy it for the other, but you don't have to do it for yourself. Like this is it's really just super ass bad move. Like you are not you're not even in a winning mini battle. Like this is just clear hallucination from Fabian of miscounting the daggers, and it's gonna come back to bite him almost for certain at this point. I want to say. In the meanwhile, Lord Terrycloth has been able to retrieve the meeple, and we have seen now both players going at the bottom with their with meeples of their own, trying to bank on the road monastery, and Terrycloth is the one to draw that, which means that, well, first of all, this meeple will never, absolutely never, be getting back into the hand of yellow. Secondly, it means that yellow will have to see an extra extra effort to go here to equalize a 6-point field with a 3-point field, and yeah, this meeple maturity that used to be Fabian's really is not a meeple maturity any longer. Still 10 points ahead on the scoreboard though, but with 3, 7 or 8-point monasteries on the board, and two of them which can be reclaimed, I wouldn't say that Fabian is exactly in the lead here. 6-point field trying to connect to the 15.1 and overrun it, which, like, do keep in mind, this meeple, this first ever meeple by Fabian on the field, it still hasn't connected. And it can never connect on the right. So Terrycloth is going to be going over here with a road tile, and he might even actually fully block off this this farmer. Also, this is just some further issues that I cannot, like, I absolutely cannot explain. Like, there was a 4-point city available that Fabian could have taken, but didn't take. He just equalized a 6-point field with a 3-point field, so +3 move, as opposed to +4 and taking out the city cap. Like, these moves by Fabian are just dooming himself quite actively, dare I say, indeed. And he's also going to get blocked on his right-handed field. Okay, let's see the whole situation. So, +8 for Fabian. Equalized by this. -7, -2, -9, equal -4. +2 for this field. And if he equalizes, then he's going to be +1. But with the meeple getting back to the hand of green from this monastery. So overall, green is definitely winning here. And we'll see how long that is. Terrycloth goes for a restriction on the kind of a restriction on the city, prevents it from growing anymore as a ruin, but does get his own city broken immediately after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. With only 2 city caps remaining, I don't think I would have bothered taking the city cap, man. Like, just no. Because there are even no crossroads remaining, so you can't get this meeple back. You can only, I guess, really score by not allowing this meeple to the field. Well, I guess you can make a ruin, sure. Other curves, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, there are a lot of curves, which Fabian will have to go here, but he doesn't have to go there right now. There are still 3 other curves in the deck. So what I think I would do as Fabian is I would wait for another curve to get into my hand, and I would just go do like just pre-do some roads, and not let a meeple back to Terrycloth's hand like just yet. But that's not Fabian's plan. Fabian has other considerations apparently. The final city cap of the game is gone, so no city caps whatsoever in the deck. And yeah, given this city here, I think the players are actually given the city cap, I think that the players are about that equally, but let's see for sure. So +3, +9, +1, -4, +1, +7. Yeah, dead equal. And Terrycloth goes for the attack onto the field. Well, in an equal situation, David would win, because he wasn't the starting player. And he's gonna get the connection. And Fabian, I think, is just doomed. Because he can't score quick point. Yeah, I mean, Fabian is just, he's just done. He's done. Because there is no way Fabian can score quick points, obviously, with this tile. And in order to win, Fabian would need to score quick points and also connect to the field. So there is just absolutely nothing for Fabian to do here. How many connection tiles did David have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's another road Dorito as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there were 2 road Doritos and no daggers, so 2 tiles to go here. Fabian recognizes that there is indeed nothing at all that he can do after not being able to block the connection, and he's instead simply going to get some additional points for the monastery, which is all that he can score for. So 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be like a +10 win for Terrycloth. No? Yeah, I mean it's a solid find, and actually, yeah, no, I think it is a very good find actually by Terrycloth, because like you don't want to be the one to go there, to not go there, and then see your opponent do the same thing. So Fabian going here with a regular curve, and then trying to go for a road Dorito, and then you would have to be the one to try and either draw both of the remaining road Doritos, or then just try and block and see and pray to God that you can actually make the block. +10 indeed for David, and I mean I have to say that the way that Fabian played this game, I mean he did so many mistakes here that I mean he can't really be like faulting like luck or anything. It was just like kind of self-caused loss. Only chance was to take this field, but you did it first. I figured my best shot was to threaten it with something where where you would have to try to block, which would lower your chances of connecting elsewhere. Uh, I mean, it's not really just about like being able to block, it's not really about like being able to connect. It's like about like if the block is successful, Fabian will win because there is nowhere that Terrycloth can then score. Like it was just about like whether Green makes it to the field and overruns it or not. Like there is no really other option. 1-0 to David Faraci. And Fabian will start the second game as well. And still has been unable to catch a break from having a real starting player advantage and being able to score the 4 points. Those again go to David, who starts off with a nice cluster of city tiles with first city cap, then a Dorito, and then a monastery to top it off. Two additional points for Terrycloth. Going for some quick points whilst he can do. Also trying to maybe cause a mini battle over here. Maybe go on the field, but no, maybe not with this tile. Well, we could go with this tile, but not if we go here. Fabian, doesn't even bother trying to save his meeple from being blocked or restricted. Yeah, do you actually go here as Terrycloth? Like, do you connect and then risk Fabian getting like a City's road tile? Seemingly not. Instead, saves the road and the city of Fabian himself. Okay. Okay. I don't think I would really do that, but okay. So of course the idea is that we don't go here with a curve, because then we don't want to see Fabian getting like a dagger, go over here, finish the city, drop another meeple to their road and overrun it. But like if we go over here, for example, and restrict this guy to a triple city, then then we might get cut off from the road and not be able to get all the juicy stuff anyways. As a result of the tiles that Terrycloth had, his city has been able to get blocked, and we have some more blocked stuff going on the board on the left with a triple city spot going over here, and Terrycloth needs to be careful about getting this guy also restricted to like towards this ruin, or what seems to be a ruin. Although not entirely just yet, there is a chance for either player to go here with like a vanilla, drop another meeple, then go here with like another vanilla, I guess, a city cap, and then a horse, and claim all of these cities, or the entire city for themselves, with a lot of shields on it. And there is the dagger. There is the vanilla. So, do we see this with only 2 meeples for Terrycloth, and with only one possibility to get the meeples back from elsewhere, really, other than the city? It doesn't want to go for the attack. We'll see how that's going to go. Maybe he was afraid of like just simply not. I mean, that's what is always kind of to be afraid of not drawing either horse, but then I guess also on top of not having too many tiles to go into this square, 2 vanillas and 1 tube divider. I guess if you don't count the extender, then yeah, the tiles that he would have needed to finish the city would have been quite limited. But there is the horse. However, it's going to go into a good use elsewhere. Jesus Christ. F5. No, there just isn't a second meeple out there. There just isn't. I have no words, really. Why would we ever prioritize joining into a 7-point ruin as opposed to going over here, adding momentarily 5 points to ourselves and waiting for a city cap to finish the city, as opposed to like why do we go here as opposed to finishing or close to finishing our city and not try to get it blocked when it already had the blocking or attacking platform to the city made by Fabian just on just one earlier move, and now we have to find another horse for now we just have to find another horse, but we have even more work to do in finishing that city. Like, why? It just isn't worth to connect here for 5 points, because we wouldn't be able to get the 5 points here anyways, but just working on only our feature. Jeez Louise. Well, the road tornadoes are drawn by Fabian, well, more than one. Finishes his 6-point city, drops a farmer for a 6-point field, which can be progressed into a 9-pointer by finishing this shared feature. And Terrycloth now going for a long plan. Well, a sort of a long plan of a 3-tile plan, and we definitely have to now continue that plan, which is unsuccessful because Fabian draws the horse anyways. Fantastic. Now we are just in such a bad position, which we didn't need to be at. I just can't understand what went down in David's head when he just connected over here. I really can't get over it. Now he's gonna have to try and get some. Well, first of all, get 3 points, but also to make the attacking platform here, which he can now do, but it's gonna be another 50-50. So now we go here, and we hope to get the final extender, and we try to get ourselves back on our feet and fight against the two 6-point fields, and then the monastery, and with only +4 on the scoreboard, we don't have that much. So we got this is basically the only thing that we have going for us, and that is only 1 tile that can get stuff done. But the 1 tile is going to be an absolute winning tile. Okay, let's figure out this. So +3, +4, +6. Equalized by this, -6, -12, -13, -11 without the extender. Yeah, I really do not see us winning without the extender. There's absolutely no fucking way. Oh, also there is a tube divider, no? Never mind, it's here. Okay, so there are no tube dividers, so there's nothing to separate these two city parts from each other for Fabian. Do we go here? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I mean, we could, I guess, go here for 1 point. There's only 1 connection tile, but I still don't think we want to do that. Yeah, this looks better. There is, I mean, Road Dorito, I guess, remaining. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Road Dorito remaining. So no connection tiles over here. And we break off the city, ensuring that this meeple will never get back into the hand of Terrycloth, ensuring that he only has indeed 1 winning tile and 1 way to score points. Now the question is, can Fabian withstand? Oh, there was a divider. Well, look at that. So there was that remaining, but wouldn't really balance out the scales all that much, even if Terrycloth were to get the divider over here. For Fabian, can he withstand this city? I think the answer would be no, but he's +1, +8, +3, 5, 6, +2, and then +13. Yeah, I mean, not with these tile amounts, he can't. Yeah, the extender really lets Terrycloth to wait itself. Still no extender, gets the restriction going on onto the city, which is gonna be very handy. Fabian gonna take 2 points instead of the finishing of the city. Do we get the extender? No, we do not. Still a monastery, and now we have a 33% chance to win. And that's it. We get the extender, we win. We don't get it, we lose. And we might as well just meeple this monastery for 4 points over here or here, doesn't matter. No extender for Fabian. Does David get it? Does he make the 2-0? Does he make the 2-0? It doesn't really matter where Fabian goes. It's not gonna have say on the final outcome, and there is the extender. The 33% chance for the win. And, well. Somehow, some way, by a miraculous route, it actually pays off for Terrycloth to have made this unification, which again actually, as for Fabian, it was, I think, preventable. I think it was actually like fully preventable, because Fabian had, I believe, a cow in his hand after this crossroad was placed, and he could have gone actually just over here to prevent the disastrous scenario of Terrycloth getting an attacking tile like this and making the attack with success. Look at the, well, okay, I didn't expect it to be this this close. I thought Terrycloth was going to be winning by quite a margin, but winning by a draw, even with the city, is kind of terrifying. And yeah, looks like these blocks right here, they certainly paid off for Terrycloth to make, because he was able to prevent like a 6-point move, a 7-point move over here, which yeah, Fabian was able to only take 2 points instead. Wow. Was there something else then that Fabian could have done? Like if he only loses by a draw after the extender, I mean, surely there's something that he can do to win, even if the extender hits. Well, I have an idea. We could go here with the crossroad. Then we could get a dagger, get 7 points. No, but we got like 8 points with the tile combination anyways. Okay, well, maybe it doesn't make too much sense then. I don't know, man. Like, surely there must have been something that Fabian could have done. I mean, he drew this, which was needed. What was the city cap actually? Was it Fabian's? Maybe. Did he really score like the max? Well, let's assume he did, but well, I do want to showcase that possibility that Fabian had to take away the large city. So if we go on to the replay, go to like, I don't know, 100, let's say 120 or something. I think that's actually too far, but yeah, it's too far. Let's go to 100. Okay, let's continue on from this. It's like 10 tiles. And because there could have been actually like a really pleasant situation there for Fabian out there for a chill final endgame. Yeah, like here. So +3 for Terrycloth, +5, +7, +8, +7, +6, +1, and then minus, and then yeah, +11 for Fabian for -2 meeples, and he has this city cap to get a meeple back. So we could go here, right? We could prevent the disaster. And then Terrycloth would only have actually one tile, the final remaining road Dorito, to go here and make the attack. But then he wouldn't really be able to finish the city like in a realistic way, because then he would need a city cap, and then the extender, and he wouldn't really be able to score from anywhere else. And there wasn't a whole lot of city caps remaining, I think, also. Like 1, 2, 3. Well, okay, there was actually quite a bunch of city caps, but the bottom line being that he would need to get the road Dorito to even attack. Whereas when we just go here, we take the 2 points and we ignore the threat over here, to which there was still like 3 tiles remaining to attack: starting tile, dagger, city crossroad. Yeah, I guess that little bit of extra volatility that we could have taken away, and ended up biting us in the butt. Congrats to David Faraci then, with a 2-0 win. And unfortunately for Fabian, the the gift does not keep on giving. The gift keeps taking, rather, and he's now actually gonna be on the very last spot of the league with 4 matches, 0 wins, 4 losses, 1 game won out of 9 total. Yeah, not really much out there that it could be even worse. For Terrycloth, 3 wins, 1 loss, 6 and 3 with a +3 tiebreaker. I mean, certainly very good chances to qualify to the playoffs. If something happens, he loses 0-2 to Santiago Iniguez on the final round. There probably are some sequences where he finds himself out of the playoffs, but I would want to think, I guess, that his chances are more than 50% in whichever way the other matches on the Earth League would go. So we have about 15 minutes, about 15 minutes before the start of the second match between Martin Celinak and Martin van Dortmont. So I think I'm going to be taking a small break here, and I'll see you in a bit. So tune in on, I guess, 17:50. Well, let's say 17:56, 57 for the for the continuation of the stream. All right, let's continue. And by continue, I mean fix the scoreboard, which we of course now have to find some other players there to fill our lusts. So Martin Celinak of Czechia versus Martin van Dortmont of the Netherlands. Soon these players will not be even fit onto the screen with their long usernames. There we go. So Martin currently at 740, a solid master rating, with not quite at the 800s yet, but not too far, like 780, 770. And let's quickly check the match history between these two players, if they have any. Not that, that is not the correct one. Go here and well, 2 games, that's it, in 2023 both, so not much to tell. And let's see also the profile of Dortmund. I believe he's somewhere between 500 and 600. 558 with few shy of 2,000 games played, with their peak at 670, 680, 690 even maybe. Certainly will be the underdog in this match. Certainly will be the underdog in this match. And with the league stage status currently looking all right for the Czechia, with a 2-0 loss for Guilherme Neves on the very first round, then a 2-0 win out of Matthew Ngon, and a 2-0 win out of Esteban Obregon on the third round. Still, Dortmund and Alex Pekushev left as his opponents. The 5th round will be certainly actually very, very juicy, because it might be a deciding factor on dropping Alexei or Martin out of contention. And for Dortmund, a 2-0 loss on Jerry Papa, a 2-0 win out of Alexei, which was certainly a shocker on the second week, and then a 2-0 loss on Hector Arce, with Esteban Obregon and now of course the Czechian still to match with. With the tiebreakers of +2 for the Czechian and a -2 for Dortmund. So quite the counterparts there. And here we go. PGA tournament, 15 minutes. 15 minutes is the decision between these players. You could take alternatively the normal mode, slow time control with incremental time, but it will require the agreement of both between both players, and if such agreement is not found, then the default is going to be the PGA tournament. starting player with Dortmund, and we are going to be seeing some general moves here with a one meeple with a 1 point road meeple coming for Martin. Well, I guess saying Martin doesn't really help because they are both Martins. So 1 point road meeple for the Czechian, and also yeah, this is very solid move actually. So turns the road of black going to the right, trying to get a starting tile or just then the city crossroad, whichever comes first. Now the issue, of course, there being that this city over here is going to be frozen with it's going to be like super annoying because then Martin could. Why do I keep saying Martin? Green could be having like 3 meeples frozen for who knows how long. Like you don't really want to go here with the curve, but I guess in this instance I guess you still go there, right? No, he doesn't. Like he just wants to get a crossroads here straight away. With black getting the set crossroad, getting one of the 6 outs to the square for green, which he'll be using over here to get some help onto his city. Still leaving 2 daggers and then and then another city cap. Oh, not already! Not this already! This is that is like on surface level. It is okay. It is taking 4 points. It is giving a point to black's road, giving a point to green's road. But when you take a look at it for longer, it's so bad because this square right here was exactly what kept this meeple, and this meeple in check. Pun intended. And they like now after this move, like any road tile, any city tile can be freely used by green to do whatever he wants. Whereas it would have been immensely better to go here and keep the tension and keep the meeples frozen. Like yeah, now we can maybe like salvage 4 points for the road, but the 4 points are like nowhere near enough compared to the devastation that we could have had if we just kept the tension here. Starting tile for green decides to go for just I guess the obvious routes here. He probably was also wondering whether he could be going over here, which I think would have been quite a decent option as well. Or maybe he decided on whether he would be placing a farmer, though I kind of doubt that. Now his monasteries are easily completable, with no way to block them. Either, without of course blocking the city as well, which probably would suit quite well for green, because then he wouldn't have to do that himself. Maybe he would go here with this city cap right here right now, but refrains from doing so. Instead simply finishes the city, drops a farmer. It's an okay move. And well, black does manage to save those 4 points, so I guess that plan has paid off. Still, I wouldn't say that it's worth to do in the future again, but it has now worked. And somehow, some way, the black city is also going to be saved to the 2 remaining daggers after like 10 moves. Oh, even with a farm. Yeah, this game is gonna be full of surprises, eh? Full of moves which I will not be liking. I mean, it's all right. It has a big upside, of course, of getting a dagger and getting the second meeple to the field at the same time. But like at this stage of the game, you don't have to like bank on the dagger like that much yet. Like you can just go here, and don't place a farmer anywhere. Don't place anything. Like just don't place a meeple anywhere. You can have like better attacking platforms like over here, or maybe over here when this city gets taken and finished. Then we can go, I don't know, over here or over here, drop a farmer, or we can go like onto the field. Like after we find a city cap going over here, we drop a road tile over here, and then we can connect either via the dagger or via the other route. And the city cap is what goes into green's hand, though it doesn't really have a particularly great spot to place it to. It doesn't really want to be going over here, giving a point to black, and then also at the same time sort of endangering the monasteries here. Well, 2 of green, 1 of black, because both of the road monasteries have gone out, and they really wouldn't want to get restricted on to those. But the options aren't really great. Maybe you could go over here. That would be something. But instead, green is simply going to try and actually attack the city of black here. Try get like, I don't know, double Dorito or a triple city Dorito, whatever. And yeah, try to take away this medium-sized city that was in good condition. Field Dorito for black. I assume we just go here. We start a new city. We have 3 meeples. I mean, it's gonna be a point to our monastery. Yep, it is indeed what we do, and I like it. Yep, that is no problem at all. Bailing out of the plan. Restricting the square to a dagger as well, but to a different type of dagger, which I guess is a small relief for black. It could have been maybe even more annoying if green were to turn the city going upwards and just join it, and then we would have to continue a shared city just for the field connection. Now then, issues for Martin, issues for green. Do we want to use the shielded tile to go over here and to prevent our monasteries from getting trapped into a road monastery square? Which wouldn't really be particularly great, given that we are sort of having a field fight. There are still 3 vanillas remaining, and yeah, there is the answer. Green does not try to go for the defense, and instead he's gonna get blocked as well, sort of as a compensation, I guess. He's gonna fish out one of the daggers that black needed over on this square. So now only 1 left-hand-sided dagger remaining in the deck, and has neutralized the threat of the city. But only 1 meeple though. That's gonna be kind of painful. And also, like with these monasteries being blocked, this 3rd monastery is also dependent on the very same dagger, which black of course wants to place, but green not so much. And one of the 2 remaining field crossroads as well. So it's kind of likely even, I guess, that even the third monastery of green will remain trapped for the rest of the game. Because, you know, the dagger isn't actually the only way how black can get to this field. Like, they can go over here with the other dagger, go over here with like a bunch of road tiles and something like a city crossroad, and go all the way around, or maybe with like a dagger over here, a straight road and a curve, and then maybe even build up a 6-point loop, and maybe not even necessarily getting the dagger over here, but still get the meeple to the field. Of course, quite long-term plans, but those are options. And I would certainly advise black to go over here and still threaten the completion of the city. It's really not like black has anywhere else to go with the curve anyways. And he does. Maybe he was debating on whether he should drop a farmer or something, but like absolutely not. Given that we are already threatening to get the majority onto the field, we have no need to sacrifice one of our 2 remaining meeples only in our hand to go for a super majority on a 9-point field or a 6-point field. Absolutely no sense. Straight road for a green. Nothing much to do with it. I guess you could go over here at one point to your monastery. Or maybe go over here. Restrict this city cap into a dagger. Which, you know, it would serve well green, because then the dagger isn't something that he needs over here, whereas the city crossroads are something that he needs over here, but black needs them over here to score 7 pointers. And it is indeed what green goes for, which should be countered, I believe, I mean, via this, or I mean, this is also, of course, fine, given that there are there starting tiles remaining? No, there are not. There are 0 starting tiles remaining. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are gone. So certainly a credible threat was made, and it was salvaged from. We have continuation on both parts of the cities by both players. And now, maybe we go here. How about we go here as black, and we set up a city crossroads spot, because we need the daggers here and we need the daggers here. So then we would have a great use, a magnificent use for every single city cap with a road in the deck. So how about it? I guess we could also go. Actually, not really. I was thinking like we could maybe go over here or here to try and restrict this guy, but it doesn't really matter because we can't fully block it anyways. No. I mean, I think this is a waste, because there are still 2 daggers to go here and 2 city crossroads. So I think it's like waste of a turn. And yeah, this one is certainly not waste of a turn for green. Going through with the plan of with only 1 left-hand side dagger remaining, now needed for here and here for black. Now, essentially, this square is, or this city cap is only for green to take, which actually might not even take, because it would give 6 points to the field of black. well, there is the dagger. Not the left-hand side, but the right-hand side dagger for black. Does he go here? He does. Now the ever so coveted final dagger with the left-hand side curve is going to be even more meaningful. And actually, I mean, it would be good here or here for black. But of course, this is going to be the target for it. Martin still as green with one more meeple, with only one meeple in his hand, and is really suffering of the meeple amount. Do we bother going over here? I don't think so. We want to restrict this to a dagger if possible. This one is fine. So we are kind of threatening, you know, to maybe even go here with, I guess, another extender, a Dorito, something like that, maybe. Green takes 2 points and another point to the monastery. Actually, the only spot available that he was gonna be able to take quick points from with a with this rodent. Monastery for black, nowhere really useful. And just in time, does green get a road Dorito and be able to get away and, well, let's say turn away from the painful jaws of a tube divider, which now, oh no, oh no, that like should have been seen from like 10 miles away. That one should have been seen from 10 miles away by black. Like, that city, it will be blocked. It will be blocked, and now, I mean, black still has the dividers to go here, and he has a dagger to go here, another dagger to go here. So I guess he has outs. He has 4 outs to get a meeple back. But like, he would do so much better if he had this one extra meeple still, because now he's going to be losing points from stuff like this. And I mean, yeah, you just absolutely never going to go here. Well, of course we actually have the city crossroads also here, so maybe on one tile, 2, 3 tiles, 4 tiles, 5 tiles still to get a meeple back, actually, even after one is gone. Yeah. Insurance farmer, yep, definitely works for green. So whoever gets the dagger, whoever gets this dagger is gonna allow the green meeple to get to the field, which is actually only still at 6 points. But with the dagger, it would be 12, and so green, of course, gonna be going here with the dagger, and black should still be going over here for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus the road, 13. So 10 points for black and 7 points for green for the dagger. And well, the good thing for both players here is that they can both use the different types of daggers. So for green, dagger here, black for dagger here, and for both the other type of daggers here. And the divider is drawn by black. Do you really need? Actually, yeah, I do think black needs this. Well, does matter to block? I think it does actually, because like if green draws the dagger, then he can just go here and not bother himself with is this guy gonna connect via a curve, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, there aren't even curves remaining. Like this attack is solely dependent on the dagger, and there's nothing else to connect. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So all eggs are in the same basket with plus 22 on the scoreboard for green, with an extra monastery of so plus 29, plus 30, and plus 31, plus 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 22, and then possibly a 12-point field plus 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, even with the dagger, it would be still a -2 for black. And speaking of black, his city does get killed for good, and doesn't even bother closing a 6-point city here just to take it away from green. Instead, I think actually justifiably so, black is just going to be doing features of his own right here and trying to expand the field. And yeah, because he knows that the dagger will not be enough, and currently the dagger and other city caps are the only way for black to score points, and they will be the only way to score points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, still 4 city caps remaining, and black pretty much has to draw them all, I guess. 3 points here, 3 points here, billion points here, and then I guess 6 points here. So yeah, not very likely to happen, but there's a chance. There is always a chance. Solid move by green, takes away one of the city caps, and there is the dagger that green is waiting for. Takes 3 additional points for the city, takes a road for +6, so 9-point move, and that's probably it actually for the game, even if a dagger comes here for black. Shall we go for some extras? So we go here, we finish our road, we meeple the field for 3 extra points. Could also go here, I guess, for a 6-point ruin. But Martin just decides to go for the field and leave himself with a meeple. A city cap for black, can't do absolutely anything with it. Just gonna be thrown on. Well, doesn't really matter where he throws it, as long as it is as long as it is not on the opponent's field, because this city is gonna be available with the dagger, which still doesn't come to the hand of black. Let me make sure. I mean, it is available, right? Well, it is. And it goes to green, which is gonna pierce a gaping hole straight to the torso of black, and it's going to make the final point score absolutely abysmal for black. Barely getting even like above 30 in this game. Okay, maybe a bit more. Barely above 40, which is really, really low. 45 to 77. No, more than that. 45 to 80. That is That is quite a beating. But it's only one game. It's only one game. So far, the favorite has done favorite stuff. (1-0) for the Czechian, and off to the second game we go. Started by a black with a monastery, with some roads, and green with the first city of the game. And it looks like we are going to be having a field fight again, though maybe a bit more lucrative than the previous one. Ooh. Ooh. Do you meeple this road? Meeple the field. Huh. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think it's good. Just because we have like severe vulnerabilities with our road over here and our monastery over here, and then now if we start fighting for the field before we are able to secure the eventual recovery of the meeples, we might be in a world of pain. For Marty, I think I would be just going over here and placing a farmer. Like, I know that taking the road here is also like juicy looking, but you know, having the meeple majority at the moment and having two future spots to drop a farmer to when you complete the city, then I think it would be a good spot to strike with the meeples to the field. And also, yeah, it is a good road, but black needs urgently the same type of tiles, exactly the same types of tiles over here as well, to ease the pressure on the road and the monastery. Yeah, and if you yeah, I was about to say that if black actually gets a curve, then they can't go straight up in here, because then they would be restricted into the only one remaining dagger in the deck. But a straight road will do just fine. Creating another monastery spot. Now also getting the black farmer to the actual like main field, and releasing the pressure. Starting tile for green also attacks the road. Doesn't care about dropping a second farmer like so early on, which I do agree. He can drop the second farmer here if he so wants to. The 2-point road meepled for black. I mean, I can see that. Though with these road ends available here anyway, I'm not sure like how valuable that's going to be. Well, it's going to take away like some annoying stuff, like if green gets a city crossroad, they can't go here, take 3 points and restrict our city. Or, you know, the same thing with the horse, they can't take 3 points and restrict our city. So this seemingly works quite well, actually. Straight road for black. Do we just go here, or do we take the road? Yeah, that's fine. We only have one meeple, but that doesn't really matter. We can use like pretty much all types of city tiles and road tiles and monasteries, you know, to our great benefit. Connection to the road made by green, also making a restriction platform onto the right, which he would very much like to use, like something like a straight road over here, or maybe a curve over here, to take away the monastery spot. with this tile though attacks the city of black. Doesn't really seemingly care about the city of his own, which I can see. And now we go here, right? Or actually, do we want to take away the monastery spot for ourselves? But we have another one over here. Yeah, I do think we go here still. I do think we go here. Without a meeple, I think. Because if we go here with a meeple point down, then we can't really claim our meeple back from this road. So I think we go over here, point down and without a meeple, but black has entirely different ideas in mind. Even meeples, the city cap. Can't really condone that action. Because now black doesn't have actually a meeple to place to the field when he finishes the city. He's like merely trying to create an attacking platform, like for the future. But I don't think this is a particularly good idea, because like there are gonna be attacking platforms elsewhere as well. Like imagine we go here, we still save the meeple in our hand. We can get a monastery, go here, or we can claim the point still. Or when we go here with a curve, then we create another attacking platform to the city. Well, I mean, technically yes, to the city as well, but to the field with like, I don't know, a triple city. We go here, we drop a farmer. Maybe that happens. So yeah, I really don't like the idea here by black. Regular move done by green. Advances the city, attacks the road, and also gets a wonderful continuation tile. So, oh, okay. Yep, I can see that. I can see that. So, like I said, green, upon making the connection and making the restriction platform, I did tell you that he would like to go here with exactly a straight road, which he now does and creates the full blocking platform, which would be incredible for his winning chances. But a salvage is made by black to a regular curve, which there are still 5 remaining. And green gets the connection, also shut off the door from any further attacks coming from the right. And well, there is the curve for black, which I'm not sure why he doesn't immediately go there, because it's like the only move we have. Like we never meeple the road here, like never. Because then our city gets like kind of shut down. It just gets frozen. That's what I thought. Okay, now there is another straight road for green, and he finally makes the connection to the field with a second meeple. And black at the moment probably trying to take a good look at the situation and trying to go for a second field meeple himself pretty soon. Maybe from here through a monastery. Looks like a decent spot. And for green, do we go here or do we go here? Does it really matter? And I think it does. I think we go here. Because in case there is an attack from black coming here, then we can still try and do something about it. And we can't get restricted into an inexistent horse because there are no such because there are no tiles anymore remaining, and we could now get restricted to it with 2 tiles, with a triple city here or a Dorito here, and then another one here as well, or into even a starting tile which there's only 1 remaining. Whereas here it would require more effort. Yeah, a solid attack coming to the field from black. As to why he hasn't yet dropped a farmer is a bit of a mystery, but does so eventually. And black, do we just continue here? Or do we go here and threaten the full block of 2 meeples, which would basically be like close to game over for black? Or even a restriction to a starting tile. So many good ideas that we can now execute with this 1 tile. Or we can just attack here, of course, with still 4 road Doritos. Now it is a bit of a high risk plan, I guess, which is why green doesn't go for it, because he doesn't need to. Like, black doesn't really have any big threats like in this position. Like, has a road, has a city, yeah, but they aren't really particularly high scoring features, whereas green has this very nice looking city and it's already ahead on the field 2-1. Monastery is not what is not what black has in hand, but has a crossroad. Decides to make a normal move, just takes out the attack of green and gets off with the points that he has made for himself. And I have no doubt that this monastery is gonna go here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, maybe I do a little. I mean, but there are only 2 curvy tiles, but I think we still go here as green. We could go here, I guess, too, for 5 points, and just let black get a monastery and invest their final meeple on it, and see, just hope that they never get it back. It's a solid option as well, given that there are 2 crossroads, well, 2 regular field crossroads remaining anyways. So we do indeed go there with an 8-point monastery. Looks fine to me. And now with the crossroad, I guess we go. Do we go here? Do we go here? Where do we go? Well, actually, I think not here. We could go. Does it make sense to make a self-restriction over here? Well, black says no. Just takes the 2 points. Now the issue with this move is that green is now going to be able to go here with like any road tile and slightly protect the city that he has. But at least for now, doesn't have intention to do so. Getting restricted to a dagger does hurt with only 1 of those remaining, but still a completable city. And how about we go here? I mean, we kind of gotta go here with the triple city. I mean, it's the well, one of the best tiles I think that we could go there, if not the best tile actually. And then we try to get maybe another triple city, and we block the city in, like to oblivion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, only 1 triple city remaining. So we go here, and we leave a 50-50 shot at that city of green getting finished, which honestly in black's position that should be enough for blocking. I don't think we are going to be doing anything else for that city. Protorito again for black. What do we actually do with it? Just continue our stuff? Maybe. -5, -12, 15, 12, 9. Yeah, we are at -9. Not a particularly good situation, and we are going to be getting blocked over here. Almost dead certain. Even if there is a regular cow, and it seems like there is, I don't think it's worth green's time and this tile to try and make, or not to try, but to make that salvation. Like just let black, just let black use a tile over here and block the city, as he's gonna do. But also getting the block over here is a nice compensation for that. Well, we do get the cow. Well, I guess a bit of an unfortunate timing with that then. But like again, finishing the city, I don't think would have ever been our necessary win condition, because we are ahead. And we have meeples that we can get back. And we are winning on, well, winning ever so slightly on the blocked features. +5, -1, +2, +6, +8, +8. Now +6. And equal meeples, black can get a meeple back from the road and here, and then green from the road of his own. Yeah, looks like a really quite smooth position for green here. And also, because the field isn't like large at all, then it's just gonna be good for green, because there's not gonna be like a huge variance of black trying to overrun it. Like if black tries to do that, then just let him. 4 points, I assume. We can also take a meeple back, but don't really want to leave this city cap lying around. Now I do get that there are actually a very small amount of tiles that go here. This is actually the final dagger, and there are no field crossroads. Actually, never mind. I think we go here. Yeah. Without a meeple, of course, we don't want to get randomly obstructed. But yeah, I think there was like only one regular curve remaining onto that square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, only one regular curve, and nothing else would have fit onto that square. Exchange of quick, well, almost an exchange of quick points, with green taking the 4 points over here, and black going for the completion of his city, with now needs one more city cap to go, and looks to be a very justifiable action for sure, given that he is behind. Definitely needs the meeple back and has to, I guess, attack the field somehow, some way, probably from here, maybe via the final remaining curve, or then via monasteries, which there are still 3 remaining actually. That looks to be a good idea at some point. Or maybe he can get then a curve here and another curvy tile, maybe a dagger over here, go on the field, get the 4 points, get a 9-point field, and all that stuff. There are still some scoring opportunities out here. And as for green, do we ever take this city? It does look enticing. There are no city crossroads. There is one starting tile. And there are no daggers. It gets restricted seemingly quite easily. And it does seem like there are, well, at least some road tiles out there, but not a whole lot actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, only one straight road, one curve, and like a road monastery. I mean, it would create a threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Still 6 city caps, you know. Still 6 city caps. For plus 11 and plus 12, plus 9. Plus 9 and an extra meeple for now. Yeah, he does go for it, and unfortunately he's gonna get restricted into the one and only remaining city cap with a road on the left side. Now he does have a road Dorito to go there with. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, one road Dorito. But those are the outs. 1 city cap, 1 road Dorito. And there is the road Dorito, which out of the window, but a very nice restriction, however, onto the city. And also, with the black not able to defend from it, it is very, very likely that he's going to get blocked on the next turn. And I'm not sure if there are any tiles for green that would not allow the block. Like almost any tile, I think, goes here and blocks it. Monasteries, road monastery, straight road, like every city cap, like every tile, every single tile blocks the city. Well, as a consolation prize, black gets the starting tile, so this city is also now blocked. However, the situation isn't really that great. It really isn't that great for black, sorry, as they are still behind by, like, what did I say, 7 points or something? Again, 11. These are now equal. 14. 9 points behind with equal meeples, and this field is only 9, so it doesn't even matter if you attack it. Yeah, it's there's like very little chances here for green. Sorry, for black to win. Because where are they gonna get 9 and then some? I have absolutely no answers. Because this city is now blocked, nothing that fits there. We have the attacking chance to the field, but I think we are gonna need to go here, and we're gonna need the second meeple back. And then we are gonna have to, I guess, we're gonna have to complete this city. No, this like never wins, man. It never wins, I think. Because yeah, we have a city cap. We can make the field into 9 points, but like now green just scores a couple points here, and is still ahead by +2. We still have to get this meeple back, and then we are at a meeple deficit. Yeah, this isn't gonna go down well. We could get some scraps from here, but -9, -3, -5, -4, -6, I think. A monastery for black doesn't really do anything. Well, it does add a city cap to the field, but that city cap, it's just too little too late. There's not enough stuff for us to score. Can we even get this meeple back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think there was one curvy tile. A dagger, I think, yeah. Which, I think it was actually very wise from black, from green, to restrict this city cap to the same dagger, because in order for black to maximize the score, he would, I think, first have to get the dagger here, get the meeple back, and cause like a meeple surplus for green, and then get the this tile right here, and then to score 7, something like this. Yeah, the field ends up being a nice 12 pointer, but like it doesn't matter. Like those couple points that green was able to score, 2 plus 4 are enough, and the Czechian is indeed going to survive with a 2-0 win, and they're gonna go into 3-1 now, right? I think that's what I seen. Yeah, and they are gonna also continue their streak of 2-0s. So gonna go into 6-2, I believe, in games, whilst Dortmund goes exactly the other way around with 2-6 in games. And unfortunately, it's gonna be, whoops, that's wrong. It's gonna be the end of the Netherlands of I don't know actually what is the word for a Nederlanden. I don't know. Nef. So somebody educate me. Yeah, 2-0 for the Czechian. And now it's gonna be, like I said, a 6-2 for the Czechian. Gonna go into what? Step how many places? Up to 8th spot? No, even higher than that actually, to 5th or even, yeah, to 5th or 6th spot. Oh, Dutch, yes. I mean, Neth was pretty close, right? And then for Dortmund, unfortunately, 2-6 with a max of -2 of with a max of -2 tiebreaker. Not really gonna be reaching for those playoffs, I guess. But a valiant effort nonetheless, and they can still, of course, cause some headaches, especially for Esteban, because he still seems to have a chance to reach the playoffs with like a 2-0 2-0 score. But you know, like I said in previous streams as well, even if you are out, it doesn't like your remaining duels still matter. Like you can still cause someone else to be out. You can still take people with you. One future match is still gonna ensue this evening. It's gonna happen in just about an hour from now with Hector Arce versus Helge H to conclude week 5. In the meanwhile, you can tune in on Ytze's channel, where Thomas Bros is currently having a decider with his critic opponent Stefanakis, and then afterwards at 21:30, I guess, is going to be Mateusz Posolevich versus Fox 1347, also on Uje's channel. That's going to be it for this stream. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in all the way until the end. And if you did enjoy this type of Carcassonne content and would like to see more of it, then there is an easy way to support the channel by subscribing or by liking the stream, or if you're watching this afterwards, then leaving a comment down in the comment section. I'll be seeing you again soon enough with some more Carcassonne Champions League stage matches. Bye for now.